Good morning. Let's make some money. We got a buy signal. TP1 is 12143.6. $2 in profit. Make a little bit of money today, guys. Welcome those who are just getting on. Got a buy signal on NAS right now. Currently floating in profit. $12 in profit currently, guys. TP1 has been hit for 25 points. Stop loss automatically moved to break even. Easy lock in. make some easy money. Break even was hit. Locked in 25 points. For those that decide to hold, I'll mark this up here. So you know where TP2 and TP3 is at. Because after this candle close, this will disappear and it will restart anew. Do you guys see how easy my trading is? I didn't come here, I didn't mark up charts, I didn't do none of that. I just took a trade. Comment here in the live if you guys see how easy my trading is. Or do you think that my trading is easy? This morning is not going to be one of those just enter and explode type mornings. Great. Market's going to give us what it gives us. So we locked in 25 points for the morning so far. That means I got 75 points left to go. Morning, bro. What I will say, that's a good entry point if you want to get in a little early, because you can see how we had this this opening range here, this darker red area where it broke out, and then it broke out. We got the buy signal. We hit TP1, then it retested the breakout and is rejecting right now. So on this candle close, if it ends in a rejection, this is a good point right now to enter, you know, a small buy. Because I think it's going to be going up. So, yeah. Cleared the last two highs. Cleared this high. We're above everything, right? So, that's a great entry to kind of get in and like if you were looking to compound a small account, you know, 0.1, and you know, keep your risk very low, right? And then continue into the trade for what I believe would be another buy signal. If you guys haven't already, Gainers 88. If you guys haven't already, check out our broker Hero FX in the description. Raw spreads, all right, and I'm talking like 1 point spreads. My NASDAQ trade right now is like 2 points, right? So highly recommended you check them out. Link in the description. Do you normally trade large candles like that? Yes. It's still a breakout candle. It's gonna hit at least TP1 majority of the time. Then I move to break even, and then something like this will happen. And yeah, I mean, like I would, you know, because it's the only time I'll look at price action and be like, okay, let's look at structure. This is the last high. This was the last high before that. Last high, right? And then here, low, higher high, then it continued going, pushing up, created this this higher low, failed to create a new higher high, but created a new higher low, made somewhat of an equal low, dropped, made a new lower low, it would look like it was going to continue back down, pushed up and cleared all the past highs. Then I'm looking at sentiment and everything is green. Then I'm looking over here at my quotes, everything is green. So for me, this is just a breakout candle. And we should be getting some pushes now. This is a buy signal I would not be co-signing. For this buy signal to be valid for me, it would have to close above this last candle. There's still 3 minutes left to this candle here. For this buy signal to be valid for me, it would need to close above our entry. I need this candle up here in this area on candle close for this buy signal to be valid in my eyes, momentum wise. Just looking at structure itself, you don't want to be equal or below the last buy signal. And you don't want to take a buy on on a bearish candle. It's counterintuitive. Well, what I am seeing is a lot of wicking, 3 candles in a row from the bottom. So 2 minutes left. Man, I'm tired. I'm only going for 75 more points for the morning, guys. So all I need. I already locked in 25. Also, make sure you're part of the Discord. I'm going to be having these NASDAQ signals being sent to the Discord for free. I'll probably set that up today or tomorrow. What does wicking mean? So, I mean, in basic price action, if you see a long wick from the bottom and a strong body up top, it usually means buying momentum. Right? Vice versa for when it's a long wick at the top and a strong body to the downside where it clears this. You can see on this candle, you have an equal wick here and at the top with the indecision of the body. So even though we see like an indecision here, I'm looking at past market structure and how it blew past all the recent highs. Then, on top of fundamental and stuff like that. So when you see candles like this with long wicks at the bottom, long wicks at the bottom, long wicks at the bottom, I'm looking at some good buying pressure. And what I see is everything is flat right now. So I'm not entering this buy. Leave this buy alone, guys. if anything, I'd be looking for a buy stop. So we're positive for the morning. It's just ranging. It's up. So this is the previous signal that I had gotten into, so I was marking it up. So I had the previous TP2 and the previous TP3. But then you can see how the new entries is below my old ones. That's not what you want in a new trade. So we locked in TP1 here. And I think yeah, you can see that we're flattening out. We're flattening out here on the ADX as well. So losing a little bit of that volume, which could mean one or two things, right? Because I'm not going to be on live for the whole session. This is a good area because I do believe it's going to continue going up. I do believe it will continue going up this way. Now you have two choices. If I come out, you can see I had this marked up from the previous, I think I did this yesterday. This is the range, right? That's the weekly close. That's yesterday's daily close. Daily. That's the daily right here. This is the weekly. This is yesterday's daily close. So we're below yesterday's daily close. And this is our resistance. This is our support currently. So we're in between them both. So let's play a little bit of a price action game here and to make a teaching moment out of it. So you have a couple options of how you want to view this. So on the 1 hour time frame, you're in a range. All right. There is 1 minute left in this hourly candle. All right. And you see this huge rejection from the top side. It can be as simple as this. From wherever this candle closes, say it's right here or right here. Or even more than that, if you're trying to target this this gap down here. Now that's the only way that would make sense to me, right? But in other situations, if it were to break up, right, I will be looking for a close above here. I'm on the 15-minute time frame. Long position, buy stop order, stop level, 500, profit level, 1,000 for full TP. And you drop down to the 5 minute, and then you're left with these two options. So you can see that down here is targeting that gap that was created during on Sunday. Yeah, on Sunday. Or it's gonna break out to the top side. If you go for the sell, obviously there's room for making a lot of money. You know, level by level, you have this that will be filled in, and then probably drop and, you know, play around here, come back, come around here, come around here. These are all your previous levels that you can look at where NASDAQ can come back to. and you can come and play, support and resistance with. So doesn't have to be overly complicated whatsoever. Now, this is me marking on the charts only because, we're waiting for a signal. And just in case I do get off live before the next signal comes on, because, it's 7 o'clock in the morning PST. Sometimes you're not going to get another valid signal till 10 o'clock PST, on the second half of that session. It can range for the next hour, right? So this is me giving you guys some ideas so you guys can look out for. It can be a slow beginning half of New York session, but the second half of New York session, because I teach that there are two volatile periods of New York session. There's the opening and then the closing, and then there's sometimes it's in the middle. 6:30, and you guys have watched the lives, or if you've been here before, 6:30 till like 7:30, we usually get our 100 points. But on days like this, where the candle itself can make up the 100 points, yeah, that's a 100-point move. You know what I'm saying? That's a 121-point move. And then we caught that little 21 points. Great. But you can see it's retesting right now to this level. And it might break below this little pivot level. You have this little zone here, right? If it breaks below here, you might be looking at that sell stop dropping, coming down here. So on days like this where I see that, it might be a little while before the next valid signal, I'll give you guys ideas of what to look out for the continuation of the trend, right? I think that it will trend really nicely today, because this is yesterday. No. Yeah, this was yesterday. This was yesterday right here. It ranged. And usually on days that it ranges, excuse me, the next day it kind of does something special, and it'll trend. Even during London session, it ranged, broke that London range, broke that London highs. This was London's high. This is London's low. So we're right in the middle of that range. So preferably, I'd actually mark up here. And this is where you're going to be playing within, right? This is London's high. This is London's low. And you can either take this sell stop that just activated right now, or you're going to wait till it actually sweeps this low and then continue into that move. And that's the way I would actually go, really, right here, and readjust your stops. And then go, oops. But again, these are all just trade ideas based on what I'm seeing can possibly happen. Good morning. All right. I'm usually off the lives by now, but the market does what it does. So we're going to let it do what it do. So you guys can see that the sigma is really heavily based on, market structure already, right? It actually gave that sell signal exactly where I had that previously. And then if I go here, it's not valid to me. But you can see we're up 13 points. But I didn't take the sell for the simple fact that I'm not agreeing with the volume and the overall trend. I listen to my systems very strictly. Trading out loud. You see, you hit TP1 on that sell. It's about to go for TP2, but it also cleared that low. So if you got into this sell here, you're actually in profit. You guys hit TP2. Nice and simple. Go in here and figure that shit out. You guys hit TP2 if you got into this sell right here. I personally didn't take this trade. I was actually focused on teaching, so I missed out my own entry by just going over the entry. But if you guys, do you guys understood what I was trying to tell you guys about that, the London high and the London low breakout range? Some people will see this as the trap. I see it as I'm gonna move it to break even anyway, right? So my trade is usually safe. And it'll go for that extra 25 points. And then reverse. So TP3 is 11938.7. You guys already hit TP2, so you guys already secured 50 points on that sell signal. Oh man. I'll be online for another couple minutes, guys. So if you have any questions, please take the time to ask. Yeah. So we're just playing within this range, guys. You know, on days like this, I don't like to stay on live. I gave you guys what I will be looking for out of the market, right? And so you guys can look out for it. You know, if you were on the call quick enough, we hit TP1, 25 points. We had this sell signal, right? 50 points. You're 75 points in profit for the morning. I advise you not to take this buy signal, so none of you should have. And if you got in on the retreat, like on the, I did say like you can compound in because I didn't believe it was going to go up, but then I advised you to close. So you actually should have got out of profit if you got in at this area, but that buy signal was too weak, so I didn't take it. So you should have closed out. And then you're currently in profit, 31 points on this sell signal. I missed this entry. I'm actually hovering over my entry right now. Like I'm at break even on this entry. So if it hits TP3, I'll be in profit for the morning. More profit for the morning because I did get that TP1. But I'll be at my 75 point mark. So that's where I'm at with it. Okay. Any last questions before I jump off and I'll leave you guys to your morning? I'm not here to take up your morning. I'm here to drop my gems and leave. Gotta handle some business on the Money Moves investment side. For my Money Moves Investments users, Copy Trader goes live very soon. Okay. Just make sure that you're signed up to Hero Effects, and you'll be in a position to copy my trades. All right. All right. If nobody else anything else to say, I appreciate you guys for being on this live with me. You guys know my trade ideas. All right. If you were with me since the beginning, you're 75 points, in profit for the day. I count the points, not the profit, because it's relatively easy to acquire 100 points on NASDAQ daily. You just have to be dynamic enough to pull it off. Right? So much love to you guys. Same time tomorrow. Make sure you join the Discord. Make sure you check out the broker down below. Zero spreads. I'm trying to tell you guys, you're an instant profit. And my copy trader is ran through that broker. Any other updates? My Money Moves Investments, guys, I'll be giving you guys an update very soon. I just have meetings all morning, so I'll be in the Discord a little bit later, and then answering some questions and troubleshooting and doing all that fun stuff. All right. So, all right. Much love to you all. I'll see you guys tomorrow.